Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Yuleni Tiaswida-Mayanti. So today I will explain about assessing oral communication skill in language testing. Introduction: the essence of speaking. The concept oral communication is a multidimensional skill. It is not just the production of sounds, but the ability to encode and decode meaning in real time. The challenge, unlike writing, speaking is evanescence. It disappears as soon as it is said. This makes it one of the most difficult skills to test objectively. Presentation objective. Today we will explore the purpose, the criteria, and the method used to ensure speaking tests are both fair and effective. Strategic purpose: why test speaking? Proficiency testing, measuring a candidate's ability to function in a language regardless of any specific course, example, job interviews, immigration. Diagnostic assessment, identifying fossilized errors or specific phonetic barriers that prevent a student from being understood. Achievement and flashback, testing what was taught in class. A good speaking test creates a positive flashback, encouraging students to practice speaking more during their study time. Placement, ensuring a learner is challenged but not overwhelmed by their class level. The four pillars of scoring assessment criteria. Number 1, fluency and coherence. Fluency, the ability to maintain speech without excessive hesitation. Coherence, the logical connection of ideas using transition words. Example, however, consequently. Number 2, lexical resource, vocabulary, the range of words used and the precision in choosing them for the specific context. Number 3, grammatical range and accuracy. Does the speaker use complex structures like conditionals or passive voice correctly? Number 4, phonological control, pronunciation. This is not about having a native accent, but about word stress, intonation, and clarity that ensures the listener doesn't have to strain to understand. Direct assessment methods, the human factor. Number 1, the structured interviews, standardized questions that increase in difficulty. It allows for a personal connection but can be limited by the interview's bias. Number 2, information gap tags. Two candidates are given different pieces of information and must solve to solve a puzzle. This tests real communication because they actually need to listen to each other. Number 3, role play simulation, testing sociolinguistic competence. For example, complain to landlord about a broken heater. It, it tests if the student knows how to the polite, firm, or formal. Semi-direct and indirect methods, the role of technology. CBT, computer-based testing. Tasks like describe an image or repeat a sentence into a microphone. The advantage: it eliminates interview bias. The computer doesn't get tired or have favorites. The limitation: it cannot measure negotiation of meaning in real life. If you don't understand someone you ask, "What do you mean?" You cannot do this with a computer. Ensuring quality, reliability, and validity. The reliability crisis. Two different teachers might give the same student a different grade. Solution: mandatory training for writers and the use of double marking. Two people grade the same recording. The validity question: does the text actually measure speaking? Example: if a speaking test is too heavily based on reading a script, it becomes a reading test, not a speaking test. Rubrics using analytic rubrics, breaking down scores by category, rather than holistic rubrics, one overall grades to provide better feedback. Conclusion: the future of speaking tests. Summary: assessing oral skills requires a balance between the technical grammar or vocab and the functional getting the job done. Key takeaway: a successful assessment should feel less like an interrogation and more like conversation. Final thought: as AI advances, where we are seeing more automated grading, but the human element, the ability to connect and empathize through speech, remains the ultimate goal of language learning. Hello everyone, my name is Lening Tias Yudabayati. So today I will demonstrate two methods for assessing English speaking skills as part of my case study simulation. The two methods are verbal easy and free interview. I will show how to conduct this test and explain what criteria are being evaluated in each method. Let's start with the first one. Alright, Shera, we will start with the verbal essay. I'm going to give you a topic about the environment. So I want you to give me a well-structured argument with an introduction, at least two main points and summary. Your topic is, should we ban single-use plastic entirely? You have a moment to prepare your mind, and you may start when you're ready.
Thank you, teacher. I strongly agree that we should ban single-use plastic. My first reason is that plastic waste is destroying our ocean and killing marine life. Many animals mistake plastic for food, which is a tragedy. Secondly, plastic takes hundreds of years to decompose, meaning we are leaving a dirty planet for the next generation. In summary, although it might be inconvenient at first, banning plastic is the only way to save our environment. We must start using reusable bags and bottles now.
Oh, that was very strong argument. You showed great content quality. And your pronunciation was very clear.
Thank you.
Especially like how you summarized your points at the end. Okay, let's relax a little bit. Now we move to the free interview. I just want to get to know you better. So tell me, do you have pets out at home?
Actually, I have a very fat cat named Luna. She sleeps all day, but she's very cute.
I love cats. If you cat could talk for just 1 minute, what do you think she would say to you?
Probably she will complain about her food. She say, "Hey, what are you giving me the same biscuit every day? I want some expensive tuna."
Wow, that's funny. And besides playing with your cat, what is one skill you've always wanted to learn but haven't had the time for?
I've always wanted to learn how to play the guitar. My father is good at it, but I always find it difficult to move my finger fast enough.
It takes a lot of practice, but I'm sure you can do it. Thank you for sharing that your English sounds very natural. when you talk about things you like.
You're welcome, Miss.
That's the end of my simulation. As you can see, in the verbal essay, I was looking for of understanding and formal vocabulary. In the free interview, I was checking for spontaneity and confidence in a casual setting. Both methods give me a complete view of the student ability. Thank you for watching my simulation. Assalamualaikum.